Yeah, I just fixed it. So you should be able to hear me now. All right. All right. You can hear me now, right? Oh my goodness. This is what I'm saying. I am out of it because yesterday we had day one of the New Self Retreat, and it was, oh, you know what? Before we start talking about it, we're gonna get live on every platform. Oh, oh my goodness. Jessica's saying there's no sound. There should be sound right now, right? I need somebody to tell me because if there's no sound, then we have to start over because I thought I fixed it and I see the words on the bottom. So the volume is not on? Oh, okay. Scotty's saying it's good now. Okay, okay. See, there's a little delay. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's get live on every platform. We're going to get live quietly because it's early. I don't want to start turning and blasting the music just yet. Just yet. So let me go ahead and we are live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. We're live on Twitch. And of course, you know, we're live on YouTube. Oh, all right. Let's talk. So, so the ladies are most likely still sleeping because we got out of there pretty late and many people had to commute. And so it was, I don't even know how to describe the event. It was just so beautiful. It was a beautiful, safe space of sharing. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful experience. I'm still on a giver's high right now. So like last night when I got in, I did my brain training and my prefrontal cortex, what it came out the gate already lit up like my curves. Typically my curve starts out low and then I have to really concentrate and think, and then it goes up. But I got in and then it just this huge curve. I wish I could show you. I wish I could show you, but the thing is I'm not promoting any product. And so, you know what I mean? However, yes, wow. So the day started out with us really just navigating through New York traffic and getting the room set up, and it was really interesting. And like I just got into a zone, you know, just setting up the speakers, setting up the tables, setting up all this stuff. And it was great. Then we got into, you know, the kind of get to know you stuff and the how do I put it? So we had like it was so interesting because we started out slow, right? You know, just kind of easing our way into things. And then we went to lunch, and when we came back from lunch, boom, we jumped right into the work, like really, really dove into the work. And then we stayed in that work up until dinner time. And then after dinner, we ramped it up. So we started with a nice sound bath, and I invested in a planetary gong, and so I was playing the gong. I want to get different size gongs, but I don't really see how I'll be able to travel with different size gongs because like the gong that I have is so heavy like that. It was so heavy. Like I'm going to have to get a man just to be able to carry my gong. That's what I'm going to be like. Listen, they're going to ask what you're looking for in a partner. I'm going to be like, someone who could carry this gong. But they might think I'm talking about something else. They might think I'm talking about a donk, you know, but nonetheless. So it started out with like the sound bath. And so I was playing the sound bath, and because I invested in a sound bowl. And you know, I didn't talk about the alchemy of the sound bowl. I just let it do its thing. So the so it has third eye, goddess, feminine, and sacral chakra alchemy. Plus, it's in a mother of platinum, which is that goddess energy. So it's really designed for that deep root healing, right? And so I went around. I have a practitioner bowl, so I went around, putting the vibration over everyone, and I was playing that gong. And let me tell you, I was like, because the very first time that I went on a gong journey, I was in the universe talking to my soulmate. I tell you, oh my goodness, I was in the planets, and we had a discussion that we couldn't have in the on the earth plane. And so we were up there just tangoing, oh, wrapped around one another. And so when I was playing that gong, and I got a resonance that I did some research, and I got a resonance that is for transformation, like rebirth, rehealing. So we started out with that, and I was playing that gong, and that vibration was like, it was like, it was so wonderful that even as I was playing it, I felt healing as I was standing next to that vibration. Because listen, we are 80% water. And you know how you see the ripples on the water? Like when that vibration gets through you, oh, it was like, it was reverberating through my soul. Oh my goodness, it was so nice. And that sound, and then gong, there's this sweet spot on every gong where it just reaches this crescendo. And it was just like, it was really beautiful. And then we did journaling, group work. We did an NLP exercise where we got up into the front of the room, and we really, like, I don't want to talk about, I can't give particulars. However, it was just because I had everybody get instruments for an exercise, and for the NLP exercise, right? So years ago, when I had done a retreat, I just so happened to come upon a person who was talking about their journey and some lies that they had been told throughout their life. So I said, you know what? I want to incorporate NLP with this. And sometimes you really just have to do a thing in order to learn, like to get better. You just have to do a thing, right? And so I realized that on the other side of that NLP exercise, that I want to balance it with the counter to that, and with really with the visualization and the neurolinguistic programming of the counter to what it is that we did. And so when we do our retreat next year, oh, let me tell you, it is, I already know, because each time it just gets better and better and better. So I'm really excited. I woke up early this morning thinking about that NLP. I can still hear the crescendo because we had instruments, and we were like locking in these thoughts and these ideas, like countering them out. And it was just really beautiful. It was really beautiful. You know what? I want to get, like, what do you call those things? It's like a little it's like a metal tube on a string, and when you rub across it, it sounds ethereal, right? I want to get one of those for the counter activity to the one that we did. I want to get one of those, and I just want to slide it across when we do the opposite, right? Because we did the anti-negative, but next time I want to do the plus positive, right? And then from there, we just went straight into back to back hypnosis, just like going into hypnosis, doing that journey, that work, then coming out and journaling about it, going back in, doing that, coming out, journaling. And then we went on this really beautiful, we sealed it all in with the new self journey. Let me tell you, it was just so good. It was just so good. Let me drink. I just, I feel, I don't want to say I feel sorry for those who weren't there because everyone who was meant to be there was there. However, there are people who really need this retreat. And I, I thought, I didn't realize how big 20 people is. I didn't realize that because, there's some people who have 5,000 people events. Like, I didn't realize how big 20 people is. Like, 20 people is a lot of people. Like, laying down, we filled up an entire room, the almost the span of a building in New York City. So like we were all laid out in the room, and well, not we, but everyone was all laid out in the room, and we took up that whole room, which I was really surprised about because when I originally planned the retreat, I was like, oh, 40 people, and they told me over 40 people. They told me 70 people could fit in the room, but that would probably be sitting on chairs very close to one another because 70 people couldn't fit in that room because 20 people laying down filled up most of that room. And we had like in the early beginning part of the day, we were on a floor with some kids who were doing like some Broadway something or another because it was in Manhattan, right? And then after that, we just had the whole floor to ourselves because they told me that they were going to put me on a quiet floor because we were, going to be doing the meditation and the journeys and all of that. And so we had like full space and latitude. It was really wonderful. Oh, I don't have the comments. Oh, my bad. I see. I'm still like I'm tired physically, but like mentally, I'm just so amped and so wired. So like the body is tired, but the mind is firing. Like the brain stems and cells are firing, right? And so what else? We I don't want to tell too much because what happened there is like it's sacred. And so like we did this thing, and then at the end and then and it was so powerful. Like everyone let out these screams and these hollers, and and it was so good. Like I was talking to, because like driving home, I was really tired, really, really tired. And I was talking to a friend who was like helping me stay awake. And my friend asked me like, what was the highlight of the day for me? And the highlight was that, and the screen, and just it was just, it was so amazing. It was so amazing. I want to thank all the ladies for their vulnerability, for their sharing, for being open to the process. I wanted to talk about the shirts because I worked really hard to be able to get us shirts for the event, right? And this is my shirt, right? And it says new self, and it has a queen on there putting on her crown, right? And the printer, the manufacturer, they gave us baby doll tees that run small. So ladies, we're going to talk about this behind the scenes because I'm going to doctor up my tee. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out this neck part because I happen to have a beautiful, beautiful collarbone area that I love to show off in these swoops and stuff. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the neck part, and on the back of it, we have our names on here. This is my name, Tonya, the total knockout, and it says 24, new self. So I'm going to, with each one of these, we're going to do like, so next year will be 25. And so just so you remember the year, and then it has like the location that we did it at. So at the bottom there, you see, can you see New York? Uh-oh, it's not in focus. All right, hold on. Get in focus. Come on, what you doing? This is supposed to be auto. You see, you focused on that, so focus on this. All right. So it has like New York down at the bottom. You see the Statue of Liberty, the Manhattan Bridge. You see the Freedom Tower that replaced the Twin Towers over here. So most of the popular, iconic places in New York. And so, like, each year that we do this, whichever city, because New York, in theory, is a nice city to visit. Like, you know, there's Broadway, and New York in the winter, around Christmas time, is really magical. However, there were traffic issues that were profound. Like, so, and I also want to go somewhere warm next year. So then we'll do another one of these with a, you know, a different theme. Like this year was all about Queen energy, right? And so you see it says New York City on there. So and it has my signature. And then each year we're going to have like a new whatchamacallit. And then we're going to put like the year on there. And then so for the ladies whose shirts are kind of small, what you do is you just cut on the side. Just like these very close together. I wonder if I have like an example. Well, I do. I do. Like I bought this shirt right here. I bought this New York shirt because I just wanted to, I just loved, isn't this cute? So I bought this New York shirt and it's kind of tight, but I made these, oh, can you see? Can you see? So I made these cuts in the back. Can you see that? So I made these cuts in the back and it turned out really, really, really pretty and it fits really well. And it just gave lots of extra space. So I did these cuts and down at the bottom, it's longer than it is at the top. So I made extra space for the hips down there. And so that's what we're going to do with these shirts. We'll do it together because we're going to get together on a Zoom next week. So we'll do our shirts together just to give it so that we can see how it's done and give ourselves some extra space. But you just cut on the sides, cut, 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 cut. And then you cut, 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 cut. And then you pull and stretch. You pull and stretch. And then it'll give like that nice. And then, you know, and you can wear a little tank top underneath, you know. But me, I ain't wearing no top. I'm going to just put mine on with the little skinny skin showing. But yes, Nephilim, I love you too, mama. So yeah, so it was just really amazing. And then today is day 2. We are meeting with the people one-on-one, the VIP ticket holders one-on-one. And then we're going from there. So I can't wait to wear my shirt and people can be like, what's the new self? And I'll be like, it was this amazing experience, right? Good morning, Laverne. Good morning. So yes, I'm just so excited that I just had to get up and make a video, talk about it, something, because it was just so beautiful that I couldn't keep it to myself. I had to share. So it was a really, really beautiful, lovely, wonderful experience. And my intention is that women will walk away from this experience with new friendships, like really forming real bonds. My hope is that each year we can get together. However, I know that some people will shift in, some people will shift out, because you know everybody's not going to have the amount of time. But I definitely want to continue to do this work. It is my intention that the ladies have real solid change. I've heard from some of the women, and one of them says that her energy was just recalibrated so that even when she got home, her daughter was just different with her. Like it was her daughter was real cuddly and real, and just like her daughter could just sense the shift in her. And so I don't want to get emotional. It's just, I know that when you help women, the effects of it just reverberates outward into society. Like when you help women, you really uplift the world. You really do. And from the 20 women who were a part of this journey, goodness knows the true full impact. Like 20 people, if 20 people affect just 2 people, and then those 2 people affect 2 people, it's just like this work is just so important. It's just really important work. It's really important work. And so I feel so grateful that I could be a part of their journey. I feel grateful that I feel grateful that even in the toughest of times, that I continue to get the training that helped me facilitate I feel grateful that even in the toughest of times that I continue to put one foot in front of the other, doing the work that helped me be equipped to lead people on their journey yesterday. Because it was when I was living in so I had started my life coaching program, and then like as soon as I began it, I ended up living in my car. And I was living in my car in California, where the best hypnotherapy academy or institute, the best hypnotherapy institute in the country happens to be. And when I was living in my car, I applied. And I was doing my hypnotherapy journey, living in my car. Let me tell you, it was those affirmations that I learned how to create in hypnotherapy school that helped write the book and that helped lifted me out of my situation and helped me learn how to do what it is that I do right now. So right now I'm on a new journey towards my doctorate in psychology, in clinical psychology. So right now I'm in a master's program for spiritual psychology, and I am on my way to get my doctor's, my PsyD doctorate in clinical psychology, because I really want to understand the science of behavior. Because so here we have, it's like a bouquet of different expertises. So I'm a life coach from an accredited institution. I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I am getting my master's in spiritual psychology. And then on the other side of that, learning about the neuroscience, the brain, and how the brain processes, as well as psychological theory, how we form our personalities, how we form our habits and patterns. And so understanding that with the hypnotherapeutic capabilities of assisting people on their journey, wow, the change that will exist, wow. So I know that for next year, I'm going to have to accommodate more people, because the people who came this year, they said that just from the coaching that we did behind the scenes leading up to the event, that people could see the change in them, and they were already like, what are you doing? I want to be a part of that. So I know that I'm going to need to accommodate for more people next year. And there's some things that I want to do differently, that I need to do differently, that that I'm just thinking about ways to improve to make it better. So I know I'm just talking. How are you all out there? What are you all hearing from what it is that I'm saying? What's your takeaway from all of this, if any? I want to hear from you. My hands, from being out in that cold yesterday, moving those boxes and stuff, my hands are so raw. My hands are so raw. Like, I need to put, like, I put vitamin E and lanolin on my hands, but I wish I had, like when I had TKO skin, I had those gloves that seal in moisture. I need that right now. I need those hand gloves. And I was able to give everyone gifts. That made me feel really good to be able to give a gift bag, because it was very difficult, or it seemed really difficult to plan this retreat while also in grad school. Like it was like, for next year's retreat, I'm gonna have to start planning by latest April, so that I could go into it, slowly, and be able to do the things slowly, so that I can have things in place. And then also, but we need to figure out the location and then just go from there. But yes, amazing, amazing, amazing. So I know the ladies are still resting, because I wrote to them behind the scenes. And oh, oh, Olivia is here. Let me see. Good morning, Tonya. This is Olivia on my burner. Y'all, this retreat was awesome. I can't wait for the next one. And I hope the same ladies keep showing up. How funny. How funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, before we even left last night, there were people who were talking about next year's, and I'm like, we ain't even left from this year's yet. But yeah, so we're gonna have to start planning for next year. And because it's going to be overseas and stuff, we're gonna, do like a payment plan, so that we can be able to save up for it. However, yes, it was definitely amazing. What are you doing up so early, Olivia? Did you we'll talk about that behind the scenes, but yes, it was so amazing. Did you get the tip on how to make your shirt fit? Because these all run like a size low, a size smaller. So I'll show you. I'll put mine on, because you'll see. Because here, let me take off my antlers. But yes, it was definitely amazing. And I'll give you all some opportunities to do testimonials after the fact. Oh, so I mean, it's not too bad. You can see. Oh, I'm aching. Oh, so you see, it's not too bad. This is how I typically wear my shirts anyway. So, mm, and then you see Tonya, the total knockout. Hey, hey, hey. How wonderful. How wonderful. Oh, so I love it. But I'm gonna cut. I could go ahead. You know what? I'll cut it with you ladies behind the scenes, because I'm gonna cut out this collar, so I can have, because this is a little high up on there. As you all saw yesterday, I like to be free. I wore a cat suit. Don't ask me why. I just had this vision of myself at this retreat with a cat suit on. And so I was like, all right, I did some Google searches. I found a cat suit, and it was like, okay. And I got it. When I walked into that room with that thing on, the crowd went wild, I tell you. The crowd went wild. I said, oh, okay. Oh, look. I actually like that. I'm going to make a crop top and be a hottie at the gym. Oh, yeah. See, you have to cut it in a way that suits your body. Because, okay, go ahead, hottie. But I have a little muffin. I have a little muffin. So I can't necessarily do a crop top, but I can cut them sides. Because there's something on the back, we can't cut the back. But yes, so I'm gonna do mine on the sides, and then I'm gonna have that little swoop down on one shoulder, 80s style. You know, you gotta represent the 80s, right? Oh, go ahead, block some. But yes, so that's how I'm gonna do mine, and then we can have a little. So like next weekend we'll meet up and we'll cut our shirts and we'll just kind of talk about how our week was, and then I say in 30 days we'll redo the evaluation, so that we could get the changes habituated, so that we can see how overall we've changed. So we're going to do our evaluations again, let's say 30 days until January 14th. All right. So yeah, so it was just so amazing. Thank you to the ladies who came out. My heart goes out to the people who couldn't be there, who wanted to, or even the people who were on the fence. Like there were some people who were on the fence and didn't go forward with it. And that's okay. That's a part of your journey as well. You know, maybe another time. You know what I mean? Goddess is talking about drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. I know that's right. Okay. I'm going to get off of here and prepare for day 2 with the VIPs. So thank you for coming out and watching this video and just being a witness to the magic that was there. So I'll talk with you ladies behind the scenes, and then I will see the rest of you on the next broadcast. All right, Tonya TKO, and I'm out. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And you can write any self-love. You know what? Let's do that before we get out. What is the self-love lesson that you gained from this video that we did today? Oh, all right. Listen, it's time to dance. So let me get up and dance, and then we'll do our self-love lessons. Let me get some music on. We were playing Christmas music, and then we were also playing some of my favorites that I play on the show. So that was really nice to share in person. That was really nice to dance with people in person. I feel like I wish that we could have danced more together. You know, let me oh, I need to log in. Oh, I'm fatigued, y'all. I'm fatigued. I'm gonna have to figure something out for energy because I am fatigued. I'm not even putting my password in right. Let me tell you, that's how fatigued I am. Like my password, that's not my password. Oh, let me. You know what? I think I can lay down for a little bit more. I think I can lay down for a little bit. And then I think I'm going to take the train into the city instead of driving because traffic was a nightmare yesterday and I don't feel like dealing with that. Oh, my password thing is not loading. Let me close this whole browser and start over. All right, hopefully it'll do this time. Come on, it's not. Something went wrong while loading. Reload. What? Oh, hold on. Let me try to sign into Google. Let me see. Continue. It says iPhone, iPad on Android. Request comes from the app Chrome EXE. What? What are you talking about? Oh, it's giving me some QR code to scan. Let me see all of this. Oh, I see you all ain't putting your self-love lessons up. This is interesting technology. So the password is coming in through my phone. That's interesting. Let me try to load this now. It's not loading. All right. Well, we were at the very end anyway. Let me just do a little movement. a little movement. I mean, I don't have the, I have the only music I have on here is this one. And that's the music we typically play when we start up the show, but that's the music we have right now. But you know what? There was some Caribbean music I have on here. Okay, here. Here. Oh, I'm hurting. Oh, come on. I feel old. Hey. Mm, mm, mm. It ain't working on this side. Okay. All right. So there we go. I have to restart my whole computer to get my thing working back up again. All right. Let me see at least one self-love lesson before we jump out of here. And then we'll go and you could go lay back down. I'm going to go lay back down. I'm going to start taking my supplements for the day. I have a B complex that I take, fish oil, some St. John's wort to help lift my mood, and ashwagandha to help balance out my hormones. And I also take some joint support for these knees, and I also do collagen. So I'm about to start taking my supplements. All right. So, goodness rated Bo, talk to me about your self-love lesson from today's video. What is your self-love lesson? I know my self-love lesson is about one, so yesterday was one day, right? But that one day was 10 years in the making. When I first closed TKO Skin, it was my dream to be able to help people, but I didn't have the training back then. And so I closed TKO Skin and I went on a journey. And that journey, like yesterday, 10 years worth of training. And by the time I finish with my doctorate, it'll be 15 years worth of training. And if I continue to drink my collagen and take my supplements, hopefully, in 5 more years, your girl can still be looking very lovely, right? So my self-love lesson is about doing the work. Believing in myself, because I remember when I closed my business, there were people who were like, this is a huge mistake. There were parts of me that felt like it was a mistake. I had given up so much of what I had invested into that business, but I had a different dream that kept nagging and gnawing at my spirit. And so my self-love lesson is about, even when I can't see the full journey, the full horizon, like I didn't know, y'all gonna make me weep. I didn't know what was there for me outside of TKO Skin. I didn't know where I would go or how I would get there, but I knew there was somewhere I wanted to get. And even when I couldn't see the full path, I put one foot in front of the other. I invested in, I got a loan. I used my car as collateral. Listen to how much I believed in my vision. I used my car as collateral for the life coaching course. And then when I went into hypnotherapy school, I was living in that car. So it was like the collateral, like I was inside of a school. Oh, I was inside of a program where my car was used as collateral to pay for the program. And then I ended up needing to live in that car, which means if something happened to the car, I still would have had to pay that loan back. Yeah, so it was really, really interesting. And then I ended up living in that very car when I was going to hypnotherapy school. So it was like I couldn't see the full horizon, but I believed in the vision and I operated as if I could see it to be true. So I knew that there was a Tonya of the future. So, like, I know that Tonya of the future has a doctorate. I know that. And so as I sit here today, I have to figure out, what do I need to do now to meld with Tonya of the future? So if she has a doctorate, what do I need to do today? So that's that. That is my self-love lesson. You all, I want you to write yours. Maybe you need some more time to think about it, and that is all right. I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to go lay down for a little bit before I have to head back into the city for the rest of the VIP ticket. All right. I'll see you all on the next video. Tanya TKO and I'm out. Go out there and love one another. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pushing my hand all over the place. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself is nurturing your purpose, finding your purpose and then nurturing it. And this is my purpose. This is the work I was meant to do. And I finally feel like I'm on the right path. And I think that there could be an opportunity for some of the operation of TKO skin to come back for limited supply of certain things. I think there may be the opportunity. So we'll see. I don't want to get any hopes up. I need a location. I need a location. So let me put that out into the universe. I need a location that's large enough to house the items that I still currently have, as well as go forward. I also need a team. I understand now why, like, these conventions that you see, why they have like the beautiful colors and banners and all that stuff, because it's like putting on an event is a production. So I need those TKO skin gloves. I need some of those formula. I need some of those. So listen, I will see you all in the next video. Peace. Oh, that's your self-love lesson. Love in the moment. I love it. Where's my here? I love it. There's my thumbs up. Oh. Thank you, Kelly. Good day, everyone.